Guys, welcome back. This is week 4 picks and predictions. We have a lot of different things. We have certain matchups that we have to watch this week because the amount of importance it is for playoff contentions, divisions. I know it's so early in the season, but so many different things rely on the beginning of the season with momentum. So get right to it. This is week 4 picks and predictions. Thursday night football, we have a very good one. Detroit Lions at Green Bay. Honestly, this game is going to be very, very exciting. Both teams are 2-1. Both teams have very early momentum in the beginning of the season. I'm actually riding with the Detroit Lions here. I don't want to stress one big thing, right? The Detroit Lions defense right now, it's clicking. Jordan Love, yes, he did come back last week to win, but can the Packers actually face a decent defense, right? I think that the Lions will actually cause a lot of havoc and confusion for Jordan Love, and this is going to be a prove-it game for the Packers, right? If they could be the Detroit Lions, then in my opinion, they will for sure win that division. If not, the Detroit Lions will probably clinch it and continue on the momentum for the rest of the season. Next, the Atlanta Falcons versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And honestly, guys, I didn't think this game was going to be such a big of importance. I didn't think the Falcons were going to be 2-1, and I didn't think the Jaguars were going to be 1-2. But since we're playing at Jacksonville, I'm actually going to give the slight edge to Jacksonville. The Jaguars will end up being 2-2. Now, this game right here, the third game, is going to be one of my personal favorites, and I will be live streaming it. Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills at Buffalo. The Dolphins just destroyed, slaughtered, manhandled, slapped the Denver Broncos, putting up 70 points. And actually, the Dolphins are number 1 team in the NFL right now with a 3-0 record. Going to Buffalo is going to be a very good in-division tough rival and matchup. I'm actually going to give this one to Miami. I think Miami is time for them to prove to the NFL, to the rest of the teams in the NFL, continue on the momentum, continue the perfect streak, and just have that thing going for them, right? I think this is the year that the Dolphins clinch the division for the first time in God knows how many years. So I think the reign of the Bills controlling the AFC East has been finito. It's done. The Miami Dolphins will win this game. The Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Now, this game is going to be a little interesting. Both teams are defeated. Nobody's won a game. I don't think the Panthers are going to continue to or try to get some sort of momentum. I think the Vikings are finally going to win their first game at Carolina. Next, the Denver Broncos at Chicago. Both teams are at the bottom of the barrel here. It's just one team, one of these two teams are trash. I think Chicago Bears are probably the worst team in the NFL right now. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson will get their first win at Chicago just because the Bears have no answer for pretty much anything. Doesn't matter what the Broncos did last week against the Dolphins. The Bears have nothing offensively or defensively. The Bears, they're probably going to have the first pick in the draft this year as well. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns. This game is going to be a very low-scoring game, in my opinion. I do believe Lamar Jackson is going to have to run away from Myles Garrett. And I do think, honestly, the Ravens will pull it off with a Justin Tucker field goal to end the game. The Ravens will win this game, and it's another great in-division battle. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans. Honestly, guys, the rookie quarterback, he's been doing pretty good. C.J. Stroud has been doing pretty good. I just don't think he could amount or win this game against the Steelers. Mike Tomlin has been doing a pretty good job against rookie quarterbacks and going to continue that dominance, confuse C.J. Stroud, and the Texans will drop to 1-3. The Steelers will improve to 3-1, continuing their momentum. T.J. Watt has been a monster. He's the leading sack leader so far in the NFL, only after 3 weeks. We'll see how that one goes this week as well. The L.A. Rams versus the Indianapolis Colts. So Anthony Richardson, he's going to be ruled out this week. But mind you guys, I do believe Menshaw is going to be a great addition to the quarterback room. He is a great addition to the quarterback room, and he will continue the momentum for the Colts, improving to 3-1. And I don't think the Colts have been over 500, like over 3 games over 500 in a long, long time. This would probably be a good momentum swing for the Indianapolis Colts fan base and just good overall for that rookie quarterback. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. So Derek Carr, it's still in question whether he's going to play this week or not play. And the thing is this. Whether he does play or doesn't play, I don't think the Saints will win this game. Baker Mayfield, surprisingly, he's been playing pretty darn good, okay? The Bucks were 2-0 until last week. I think the Bucks will try to get some sort of momentum, and the Bucks will beat the Saints at New Orleans. Let's continue. The Washington Commanders versus the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. I think people expect the Eagles to blow this team out. I'm actually guessing that this is going to be a very low-scoring game. Jalen Hurts is going to have his one rushing touchdown, one passing touchdown. But I do believe the Eagles will probably continue their undefeated streak, be 4-0. The Commanders will be 2-2, but it will probably be a close game. The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Tennessee Titans. The Titans have always been a pretty good defensive-minded team in regards to the run game. But can Joe Burrow and Chase have that connection that they had last week? If that could happen, and if they could continue it, and if they could get Chase open, the Bengals will win this game. Even if they don't have a run game this week, I don't think Joe Mixon or the Bengals will have a good running room this week against the Titans, but the Bengals will win this game no matter what happens. I think Chase and Higgins will destroy them, even Mixon on the side there. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I believe Keenan Allen is going to be a huge focal point for this game. Don't think Jimmy G is playing this week. I'm going to give the edge to the Chargers. I do believe Keenan Allen is going to have another phenomenal, monstrous game. The New England Patriots versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now, honestly, this is going to be one of the first tests for the Cowboys in regards to a great defensive team. Christian Gonzalez on the New England Patriots side has been a phenomenal corner safety, whatever you want to call it. I do believe the Patriots will win this game. It's going to be a close battle, but the Patriots will actually knock it off. I don't think the Cowboys will continue their momentum. That's just my opinion. The Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are going to dominate this game. I understand that the Cardinals beat the Cowboys last week with Josh Dobbs. Who would have knew? But I just don't think that Josh Dobbs will amount to a lot of movement against the Niners. The Niners will stay undefeated. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the New York Jets. There's a lot of Jets fans right now that are upset with Zach Wilson's play. I'm not a Jets fan, but I'm a football fan, and I agree. I don't like Zach Wilson as a quarterback for the Jets. I just don't think the scheme fits, and that's why I believe the Chiefs will destroy the Jets. Doesn't matter if Sauce Gardner or how good that defense is, how you're going to guard Kelsey, how you're going to guard Mahomes, how you're going to guard the whole Kansas City offense. That's the Monday Night Football game, and I don't think it's worth watching. But I've been wrong before, just my opinion. Next, the Seattle Seahawks versus the New York Giants. Now, this is going to be a somewhat test for the Giants. I don't think they're going to win this game. I think the Seahawks will win this game. Geno Smith has been playing phenomenal football since he got the starting quarterback role last year. The Seahawks will continue momentum, continue to trend upwards. Guys, those are my Week 4 picks and predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree, disagree? Let me know what you guys think. If you guys believe the Dolphins, the Niners, the Eagles will probably win their game and stay undefeated, hit that like button, subscribe down to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Peace and love. Bye. Woo!